Hello and welcome back to FTB Interactions. As you've seen in the intro part, I have made a little outbursting setup here, which should make us double the ores. I placed a stack of copper and iron here because those are the materials that we'll be using mostly. So basically the setup is a chest, a whopper, goes to the macerator, then another whopper underneath, goes into another chest, and then the forge hammer is a bit of a strange setup because he needs an air block behind here to be able to exhaust air, or else it just won't work. So I just made a little janky setup a bit. I moved the front over on the back side, and I placed the chest over here and the output chest here. I've also made the second boiler, which is enough to keep this guy stuck with steam while he's selling, but it doesn't get us enough steam for two machines. Basically I'm just waiting on this guy to process up. But while I've been waiting for stuff to process, also the clay has accumulated, and I think 2 stacks of blocks should be able to get us enough clay. So let me make some plastics, grab a charcoal block, I guess it has to be a stick at that time. Okay, this guy is ready, so I'll just throw my ores in here. The forge hammer is much faster, so it should burst up much quicker. Now that's 1 stack. And there we go. That's 2 stacks. That should be able to get us 32, which should be enough to cast the hatch in the coke oven here. So actually, do I have any iron plates left? I guess I'll just interrupt the process here a bit. Oh well, that should be enough. We also made the E-wrench. We should be able to craft the coke oven controller block. And we can use the rest of the iron plate to craft 2 more buckets. And the coke oven hatch. This must be centered. Okay, let's build this guy outside here. I believe it starts with a 3x3 on the bottom like this. Coke oven controller. I believe, yes, can right click and just, and it gives a little visualization. It's hollow on the inside. Alright, and now it should work. I believe you just give it some wood. That's the task of sorting through the chest monster to find my wood. And it just works really slowly though. But the quest gives us a black coke, and it says here that we can make this into a modern machine to make it a bit faster. But the problem with that is that we'll need the machine controller, which needs a bunch of stuff, like a circuit and advanced alloy that I just don't have at the moment. And so just leave this for later on. Now the Infernal research, this gives us the research for the Infernal Furnace, which is really good because I really don't want to research. Alright, so here it shows us how to build the Infernal Furnace. We need obsidian, nether bricks, iron bars, and lava. Okay, 50,000 EMC. Looks like the grind has begun, my friends. So I guess we better get on that EMC grant. Okay, so we spent about an hour grinding some EMC, and now we have 56,000 EMC. We should be able to get us 12 obsidian. Actually, we're going to need 13 because we also need some lava. So thankfully I made some more. First off, let's try make these snare bricks. So we're going to need fire bricks, which is compressed fire bricks, which is brick dust and clay dust. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I need about 24, like 8 of these. So I think I'm going to need to make another flint mortar. And make another mortar. I think I made a bit more brick dust than I need. They run out fast. Okay, let's make another one. Okay, that's 24 clay dust. I don't know how I got 32. Okay, yeah, 8 times 40. And that's 48 by clay dust, which is enough to make the 12 fire bricks. But first we need to compress it in a compressor. I haven't made a steam compressor yet. Just refuel these guys quick. Okay, thankfully I really farmed up a lot of wood. I'll just throw that through here. So I'll throw in a couple more stacks. Alright, 2 pistons. I'll need another bronze hole, which is missing breastplates. Just make use real quick with the forge hammer. And there we go. Bronze hole. Need more bronze pipes. Steam compressor. There we go. I'm gonna put this guy here. Yeah. I kinda built myself the corner here with testing. And I guess we can just build fire clay in here. And start compressing up. So I guess while that's compressing over there, I can smelt up these impure piles of iron dust. And you directly smelt into and ironing it. My plan for this copper dust is a bit different. I'm actually gonna throw it in the cauldron of water, and if you throw in a full stick, it only uses 1 level, and it washes everything. Now with 60, with this copper dust, probably use it to make more bronze or more brass, because right in the near future we'll need to actually make 3 of these improved coke ovens, I think it's called. Yeah. So I need to make 3 of these, which means I'm gonna need a lot more brick bronze holes. In the meantime, this guy has been working and making us a lot of charcoal, which is gonna be pretty useful very quick, because we can throw this charcoal in here, make charcoal dust, and we can use the charcoal dust in order to make crude steel. So iron and charcoal dust makes crude steel. So if we throw it in the Infernal Furnace here, when we make it, it will turn to regular steel. But before I do that, now that the fire clay is finished, I can, the fire bricks actually, I can make them into blocks. It's a shapecraft, maybe. Oh no, it's the work table thing. Okay. What does it need do it? Yes, it needs creosote oil. Now thankfully, creosote oil this guy is making, so hell, I don't know, maybe can use this guy and the fluid conduit. Yeah. Okay, so one bucket of creosote oil. There we go. 12 fabric. Now I can just place these around the PODs like this. And they can start converting. Okay, the nether books are ready. Oops. I'm stupid, I can just farm EMC this way. And bake very quickly as well. I raised my mind up about it's 80 obsidian, which is 332,000 EMC. That's gonna be enough for the next little bit. The last part of the Infernal Furnace structure is gonna be some iron bars, which requires iron rods, which is basically just files. Make 6, raise them up like this, then swap this with the wrench, iron bars. And that should be the fun part of the structure, and we just need some smelters to actually form the multi-block. So actually, before we build the Infernal Furnace multi-block, we'll need to make some arcane bellows. Doesn't look that bad. I've actually collected some leather, so I believe we need to make 4, so 8 should be fine. Some wood and some iron. Also need to get my air crystals. Then we throw the crystals in there. Then we make the bellows. It's gonna cost 25 V. And there we go. That's 4. I believe we also need these to make the machine vent. Anyways, let's build this thing. Check the structure. Okay, so I already forget everything. Let's see. So nether bricks on the corners and obsidian on the edges. So obsidian here, here. And bricks. Like that. Bars like this. Obsidian like that. That's going to be lava. I'm accepting. Oh wait, I know. This thing. This has to be here. Let me give it some serious polish. Boom. And that's an Infernal Furnace. If we add bellows here, on the back side, and I think on the other side, as well. That should increase yield. So now we need to make some crude steel. I should have enough charcoal here. And I actually don't know how much steel I'll make with this thing because it does make blocks, which is quite bad. So I think I'll look into upgrading this thing to a hellfire kiln in the very near future. So it looks like I'll need some LV. I'll need to start the LVH first. You know what? Let's throw in. Actually, we'll need a bit more. I think I'll throw like 18, maybe. Okay, 15. Okay, I only have 15 because I'm out of steam. So let me just quickly throw it in. Hopefully I'll make a huge mess. Then it should dump out some steel nuggets. Huh. It's not making any flux. Alright. There with the nuggets. Yeah, the nuggets I could just craft them into steel ingots. And that's 16 steel ingots. And I think that pretty much starts the LVH. Got some coal dust and a hungry chest. Good thing I actually got this. It's just up here. So I believe the hungry chest works like a hopper where the stuff comes out on top. So let's throw this cool steel in as well. And it's really not. Oh, not throwing out. They're not producing any flux. That's quite good. I was worried about that. Actually. Anyways, that's some more steel. Oh, it already went in. So now get ready to enter the age of electricity. So actually, before we start POV, I think we'll need to make a good power setup. The quest book is recommending a steam setup here with coke ovens and a tree farm using a tree beacon. So I guess that's gonna be the next goal. So actually, looking through the recipes, it looks like I can upgrade my Infernal Furnace pretty easily. I don't really see anything which is unavailable currently. I can make steel plates and 10 rotors and a firebox casing, machine casing, iron gears, pretty much everything. So I guess I'll get working on that for now. Actually, in order to start making the modular machinery box, I'll need some red alloy, which is going to require redstone. And obviously my redstone supply pretty much dwindling from the little bit I got from a reward. So now I've come out to a redstone vein here, which is actually quite far down, but I guess I have to go down and mine up a bit.
Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Go
of redstone, there's some ruby ore, which can later be processed into chrome, which be a very important resource in the future. I don't know what I can do with cinnabar. I think I can make some rare earth with it, maybe. I don't know. I guess I'll find a use for it. Someone bought a stack of redstone ore to the macerator, and this actually makes a lot of crossed redstone ore per block. It's 12, and I've already put most of that in here to the forge hammer. As you can see, I've gone through most of it, so I can just pretty easily wash the redstone here. Because then I just get straight redstone dust. No cooking, no nothing. I wash up some more redstone dust and cook up some red alloy. So while I'm washing up the redstone dust, I'm thinking about this Steam setup, and I think it's going to need a permanent home. So does that mean it's time for base? Next time. Anyways, in order to make some red alloy, we have to alloy copper and redstone. This takes 4 redstone and 1 copper, so we have to refill this thing. Alright, that's 4 stacks of redstone down and 1 stack of red alloy. This is still cooking up. Let's think about which red alloy I actually need. Probably not a lot. In order to make the iron gears needed for the machine casings to make up a screwdriver, which is basically this rod, a hammer here, file here, stick, screwdriver. I need to make 3 gears, which means 12 rods. Also going to be in 12 plates, and I'm just gonna make it the normal way because I'm still waiting on that forge hammer thing. Then that should make an iron gear. Need to make 3 of these. So I'm using the zinc dust quest reward to make more brass. Again, we'll skip an iron bit. The brass plates are done. If I don't run out of bronze right now, should be able to make 3 bronze holes. Should translate into 6 machine casings. We're gonna have 2 inputs. Convert 1 to the output. Convert these into a firebox casing. Gonna have to take the arcane bellows to convert this to a machine vent. The machine controller is probably gonna be the most difficult part because it's gonna need a lot of new stuff, like even circuits. I guess I have to start making circuits now. But first, let's make the mixed metal. It's gonna be iron and tin. That's probably gonna be the easiest stuff to make, so I don't know, let's get like 6. Need to run some tin over here, because most of it is in dust form. Right, so we should be able to run the tin and the iron in here. And there we go, that should be 4 amperage for 10 plates. That should be able to make 4 mixed metal plates. And I can throw that into the compressor. And it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna compress them into mixed metal plates. Advanced alloy plates, actually. So while that's cooking up, let's begin making the first integrated logic circuit. So we're gonna need resistors, vacuum tubes, and a coated circuit board, and some red alloy cables. So let's start with the resistors. And the first part is we're gonna need copper wires. And to make copper wires, right now we need the wire caster because the wire mill is actually locked behind. We need to make some wire cutters. And need some plates, some rods, some screws. So I'm going to make the wire cutters out of iron because it's probably the material I have most of right now. See, these are always difficult recipes. So file there, hammer there, screwdriver there, hammer there I think, rods, and a screw. Alright. A iron wire cutter. Now I don't know how many wires I'll make using this way because it's quite inefficient. It's basically the entire team of GregTech. Making stuff by hand is expensive and doing it in a machine is much cheaper. In order to make the vacuum tubes, to make glass tubes which uses a bone mountain and now it's melted with glass dust. I believe I actually have some glass dust sitting around somewhere. Yeah, here from a quest reward. I need to make a empty shape plate, which is 4 steel plates. So let me grab some steel. Put in here. Oh, it looks like it's finally done with all the. Also made of 4 red plates. Because we'll need red cables as well. So that's 3 red wires. To actually coat them and make them into cables, we need black carpet and string. Now, string I believe I already have somewhere. And I also have some wool to get somewhere. How has it gotten this bad? Actually, a cool thing is that the phosphor stone can actually convert the wool color. I think if I sneak right click, yeah, there's a black wool. I can just craft it like this. 3 black carpets. Got my 3 wires and become cables. Just melt up some more copper. I'm just throwing like 30 for now. When the advanced alloy plates are ready, it's good. Place them in there ready for machine controller. Basically, the only thing that need to is the circuit now. Let's cut up some. So it's a shape craft. Actually messed this out and I forgot. I think it's like 8. And I shouldn't be crafting the exact amount, but I really want to make this thing. Anyways, vacuum tubes. Right. I forgot. That's why I made some steel plates. So, shape plate. Think I can chisel this thing. And that's cylinder. That's ball. I shouldn't be making exact amount of stuff. I should always have stuff in excess, but for right now I don't have many materials. For now I just make 1. That's 2 vacuum tubes. Resistors. And then we're missing a steel plate and a gold circuit board. So for gold circuit board we need wood planks which is made from wood pulp. Wood pulp from pulverizing various wood and stuff. Crafting table. Actually, here I'm going to make it for us. So just throw crafting tables in the macerator. I guess so. I'll place the malt in here for now. And then the wood pulp goes in the compressor. Alright, that's 3. Oh, actually, I need to make some more steel plates. 15 is divisible by 3. And see guys, that's why you always make extras. Don't make my mistake, please. Alrighty. Let's go to circuit board. And that is the very first circuit. No quest. Maybe I skipped a bit of progression. Or maybe there isn't. Well, I think there should be a chapter for this type of stuff. Yeah, I need to get to the LVH first. Oh, but I get some extra circuit boards. It's quite nice. These can live in here. And I believe we should be able to cut this into a machine controller. Anyways, let me grab the arcane bells from the Infernal Furnace here. Okay, and the last part is gonna be the machine vent, which is gonna need a tin rotor. I think I put some plate here, yeah. And then a tin ring like this. So a rod, turn that into a ring. A screw. Oh, a screw is gonna need a handle, I think. I believe we can make an iron saw plate. So there's a saw plate. Saw. Then I have to make another rod. Saw it. Then make it into a screw. That's a thin rod. Which means I have a machine bit. Alright, now I believe I have pretty much everything to make this thing into a hellfire kiln. But the problem is that I think I have to move it again. Alright, so I had to fiddle around a bit, but I finally got rid of the lava in here. So I can just break this thing down. Then I'll have to move it. I don't know what I'll do, but Sunday chest. Alright, so the structure looks like it's the same as the Infernal Furnace. So nether bricks in the corners, obsidian on the edges. I think it's obsidian here as well. Now place the machine controller in here. Maybe input this side. Output on this side. Then add the bricks on the side again. Just get some more space. Wait a second, I think this needs to go in the top, right? Yeah. Vent. Now I think the last part actually is we need the blueprint. As you can see, it says a required blueprint. We need some carbon paper and some devil dust, which is local valence. Alright, go, that's 4 devil dust. That's the machine blueprint. And if I put it in here, structure found. Okay, and there you go. Once the change is covered, then that means it's working. I did place this a bit. Now that I think about it, I've kind of messed this thing up. But you know what? It's fun. Maybe? Is it fun? Alright, I'll have to move it one more. Okay, there you go. Moved one to the side. We have to clear this area out a bit more. I have to make another lever because the lava burned the other one. There we go. Okay, let's add a hopper, a chest. Actually, what kind of pipes do I have access to? I know I can make conduits, but I don't really want to waste resources right now. Actually, if I make some conduit binder, yeah, I'll grab some clay. That seems pretty easy. I'll get some conduits for free. I think that's going to be the play. Okay, there we go. Throw that in here. So basically this is just a furnace that took stuff for free in 20 ticks, which is 1 second. Item conduits. Now let's give it the hungry chest. Item conduit there. Okay, here. There's the motor sack. Alright. This thing also needs to be set on it. Insert. Now it's working. I can smelt anything that can be smelted in a furnace for free. I need to do some reorganizing. Cool thing is that I can actually use this to smelt sand. Wait, I can't. Oh no, it's the pure daisy. Okay. Alright, I think that's just about it for this episode. This episode we're going to be making the game production setup that the modpack recommends. But first I'm going to have to get into some Astral Sorcery and automate farming trees. Also, I think next episode I'm finally gonna start moving out of this hole and actually building a proper base. Which of course means I'll have to move this thing yet again. But you know, that's just how things go sometimes. Bye bye.